Hello, everybody. Happy Tuesday morning. It's Dave Neal, stand-up comic and host of Bachelorette Recap, a guy's review. And, of course, this is the Men Tell All recap. We're going to get into it. We're going to shine it up as best we can. We're going to try to polish this. We're going to clean out the interior. We're going to put some air fresheners in it. But in the end, it's a lemming. It's a lemming? A lemon? It's either way. It needs to run off a cliff, okay? This recap stinks. As far as the actual content of the show goes, not much there. We're going to polish it up. Follow me on Instagram at DNeals. I have a stand-up show this Saturday headlining at 8 p.m., a show in Hollywood, California, if you guys want to come. There'll be a link to the tickets in the comments pinned below. I'm also on Patreon this morning, and I'll be there every morning, patreon.com/Dave Neal, for behind-the-scenes bonus content. Now, as you know, we've had featured teachers of the day. A lot of our students are going out to class for the first time this week or last week or next. Shout out to my nieces and nephews and my sister in Rhode Island, who now goes from 4 kids to none. She has a couple hours off. She can, do what she needs to do over there at the homestead. And of course, our teacher, Mary in Chicago, said, so excited to see this awesome display of generosity as I arrive to work. Thank you to everyone in the Dave Neal community. Thank you to everybody in our community who has donated such charitable givings here. Today's teacher is Mrs. Bet. So place a bet on Mrs. Bet. Hey, Dave, been following you for a while now, and I love your content. I watch all your recaps and even called in a few times. Love that you've been sharing teacher wish lists, so I was hoping to be lucky enough to make it in one of your videos. Preschool teacher in New Jersey. Preschool teachers are already undervalued and underpaid. We're not seen as real teachers, even though I have the same degree and qualifications. Preschool classroom requires way more materials. All right, she needs some stuff, guys, so let's do some work. I mean, if it's as trivial as some Band-Aids, $3.57, everything you donate and you pay for is a charitable, first of all, tax write-off for you guys, I believe, not an accountant, but it'll go straight to her, so you don't have to worry about shipping and all that. She needs some books. Really help her, put some color into the classroom, different pieces of educational artwork, alphabet bingo, fun toys for the brain, things like that. It's all on there. Everything helps, so thank you guys in advance so much. I said I was going to stop the teacher wish list because I just feel like people can't give all of this, but we do have a subscriber base of 50,000+ people, and we have people that have been donating every day. So if you haven't donated yet, we have another dozen or so teachers. They keep coming in. I have DMs I haven't gotten to. I'm going to try to get to all of them. I said, maybe we'll just cap it off now, but people said, no, keep posting it. We'll keep delivering. So thank you guys from the bottom of my heart. All right, let's get into our recap. As you guys know, I take notes, read them back to you, no edits, no jump cuts. Rachel's hometown with Avon. I know it's the Men Tell All, but poor Avon got left behind last week, got left at school. He's hanging out with the principal at 6 p.m. being like, can you call your mom again? They're in Salem, Mass. Rachel is nervous, and she should be. A masshole mom can be very intimidating. Trust me, we all have one. They go to the Crow Haven corner. White women love a good crystal. Oh boy, it's a full moon. You got to plunge your crystals in a bunch of water. Charge them up, baby. Lorelei, a.k.a. the Love Witch, shows them her famous love spell. Lorelei says, you're extremely nervous. I don't know why I have a photo of Logan there. It's Avon's turn. Lorelei says, you're extremely nervous. Words have power. It's like, I'd be nervous too if a witch was massaging my soul. It's like, can you not? She's like, the eyes are the window to the soul. And you're like, can you just please stop looking at me? Get out of my soul. She says, go follow your hearts. I think Lorelei should pop in more often, right? Wouldn't she be fun? The whole table set falls down, candles and wax on the rug. It looked like almost like a fantasy suite at that point. Hot wax, baby. I'd say this is a bad omen if you ask me. Avon's dad shows up, grills Rachel. But unlike Tino's dad, Avon's dad does it with love and warmth. Seems like a good guy. He asks, is this something you can bring into the real world? Versus Tino's dad saying, none of this is real. Okay? So Avon's dad showed how you can ask some tough questions, but actually have grace, love, and understanding, and realizing, hey, maybe the person you're talking to is going through a lot of stress here. You know what I mean, Mr. Tino? Dad asks if she can truly commit to Avon. Rachel says, I can't commit 100%, but I love where it is going. Dad, that's so Raven. That's so Avon. That should be it. If I was Avon and I had a podcast, I'd call it That's So Avon. If you lived in the 90s, you get it. Dad tells Avon, I like her. She's welcome to the family. Avon Simone, but don't mess it up. She's a catch. What a great pops. He's a good guy. Avon tells Rachel that he is falling in love with her. She says, you have no idea what hearing him say this means. Jesse says they aren't going to show the rose ceremony, but Rachel gave out 4 roses. Do I have the numbers right? Rachel's got 4 roses and Gabby has 2, or do they 3 and 3? I don't feel like looking it up, but either way, busy fantasy suites to be. All right, so Men Tell All begins. Let's get to the Men Tell All here. We've got the Men Tell All. They show a whole montage of the season, all the parts I was happy that I had already forgotten, namely Hayden and Jacob rejecting Gabby. It's like, we're over it. Roby calls out Jacob, says, have some manners. Jacob says he takes ownership of his actions, says he messed up. Then Roby tells Meatball to man up and have some balls. Everybody else is like, wow, this guy came out hot. Yeah, I don't know what Roby's deal was. I kind of feel like the producers offered him extra money. I mean, I just feel like there was $500 on the table. Roby, if you can call out these 4 people, we'll give you $500. That's my thought. There's just no other motivation to just blatantly come off like the asshole. Hey, maybe he is. He's a magician. He made his charm disappear. Someone says Roby was only at the house for 4 minutes for a reason. Yikes. Yeah, they're like, you weren't even there. You weren't even there long enough to eat the cheese and pass gas. Get out of here. Hayden's time. Hayden didn't show up. Mario says it's cowardly of him not to be there. Nate says it's not okay how Hayden is treating women. Oh boy. Okie dokie. So Nate doesn't like how women are being treated. We'll get into that. Jacob calls Hayden a misogynist. Alex says he's putting his dog through a lot of emotional trauma. Spencer says he likes girls that are rough around the edges. I don't know why Hayden didn't show up, but I think it's really tough to talk that much trash about someone who's not there. They kind of leaned on the idea saying, oh, Hayden's a wimp that he didn't show up. Like, I don't know. Maybe out of all of the people there, he's one that actually has a career and he needs to be there for it. I don't know. That could be wrong. Maybe he just didn't want to face the fire. But either way, I think we're going to see him on Bachelor in Paradise, so there'll be more there. Logan opens the chat to talk. The chat opens up to talk about Logan. Ethan says he was upset that the group date was canceled because Logan switched. Logan joins the hot seat with Jesse. He says it was a battle, not wanting to make the women's journey more difficult and him following his heart, and it got to a place where it conflicted. Yeah, for anyone who was mad at him, it's like, what do you want him to do? Just fake it? Just fake like Rachel till the end of the day? He decided he just wasn't that into somebody. Isn't that what we want? Don't we want people to be honest and tell us how they really feel and not just stay there so they can stay there? He pulled a switcheroo. Logan says he should have talked with both women and been honest up front. The guys call out Logan. He does a great job handling it all without rage or anger. I don't know anybody that's watching this show that thinks Logan is a villain here. And I'm not saying that because I know him, but from firsthand account, he's a soft-spoken guy. Don't think he's the villain one bit here. I think that's the best that they could do was take a switcheroo. It would have been a better switcheroo if they could have found out some sort of conniving conspiracy. It just didn't exist. He just wasn't that into you, Rachel. Logan says he wanted the time and place to have that convo with Rachel earlier, but didn't have the opportunity. So he doesn't make an excuse in the way where he flat out blames the production, but we all know what happened. They didn't give him the chance to have a one-on-one. They milked it as long as they could, and the milk went bad. Lactose intolerant. Jesse Palmer does a live read. He does a Virgin Cruise Lines, save the water, drink champagne pitch. They deliver champagne on demand. Jesse tells everyone that everyone in the audience gets a free cruise. You get a cruise, you get a cruise. And then he goes, and you have to pay for your flight to Barcelona, and you have to pay for your flight to Miami, and it has to be used by the end of the year, and you can't bring anybody, and it's an inside cabin with no windows. Didn't read the fine print. Nate takes the hot seat. Jesse says, I speak on behalf of everybody when I say, be careful before you speak for everybody. Okay, that's what I said. So Nate's in the hot seat. All right, let's go to Nate here. Old buddy Nate. We might have a separate video of this. Nate's on the hot seat. Jesse says, I speak on behalf of everybody. And then, of course, everyone who's mad online goes, don't speak on behalf of me. We don't like this guy. I got no problem with Nate. I got to say this over and over because people jump to conclusions. By the way, great suit. Looks really nice on him. Kind of like a hunter green look. It almost is a polyester. Very, very nice suit there. Got some jewelry maybe his daughter made. I don't know. Jesse asks Nate how precious his daughter is. He says it's the greatest treasure he has. He says he wants his partner to have that same level of support. To me, that's kind of, and while it might be true, it's kind of hack. It's like a stand-up comic going on stage and being like, everybody clap for the troops. Everybody clap for the waitstaff. Everybody clap for the, it's like, all right, you just want people to clap. You don't give two shits about the troops. You know, it's a very hack thing to do. And on this show, he shares all of his love and emotion for his daughter, which is good. I mean, it's good. Love your daughter, sure. But then Jesse brings up the rumors that he's that he kept his daughter a secret from someone he dated for a year and a half. He says he went through a traumatizing time during his divorce. He says he put a wall up, protecting his daughter from the instability of his dating life. Jesse says, and you were dating 2 women simultaneously. It's less, and of course, to beat a dead horse, it's less that he's protecting his daughter and more the fact that he didn't tell. It's like, yeah, you can protect your daughter, but you didn't tell the people you were dating you had a daughter. So therefore, you were draining the clock on the precious amount of time they have to find a suitor. And that's just, whatever. Think about what you want. They were just party girls. Sure, whatever. I don't know. I'm a party girl in this party world. Bachelor sucks. Mental always boring. Throw some tomato sauce on my bare chest. We have no ratings. Okay. And I'm not shaving. And my body. Let's go party. Bachelor in paradise. All right, I've lost 3 subscribers. Nate says he should have been more communicative. Jesse says there are people who second guess his actions now. Nate says every feeling he has had was real and genuine. As real and genuine as Madison and her new fiance?
Does he have like this swag?
Girl, you don't know. Okay, Romeo says truly great men make other men better, and Nate, you've made me better. Look, you can be a great guy. Didn't Martin Luther King, wasn't he an adulterer? Martin Luther King Jr. Oh, I'm just saying, there's people out there. Bill Clinton had good policies. He was favorable. He'd still got his de-essed by an intern, and we slut shamed her. The point is that you can be good in one segment of your life and not good in another. The show's about finding love, and he's been accused of love bombing and this and that. Alrighty then. Serene Genevieve. Oh boy, I just feel like people are just going to take things out of context. All right, here we go. We got some smoke shows here, folks. Not my words. Serene, Genevieve, Victoria, and Andrew show up to promote Bachelor in Paradise. Andrew says it's the most dramatic season. He says, I'm not even kidding, guys. It's nuts. All right, I believe you. At this point, Bachelor and Bachelorette are just the minor leagues for Bachelor in Paradise. That's the truth. Bachelor in Paradise is the fun, cool young kid table at the boring wedding. All right. Victoria, by the way, I'm getting married. What am I getting married in? 48 days or something like that? Oh my gosh. We are going to have some behind the scenes content. I'm going to share playlists, what we're doing, drone shots, photography, surprise guests. We just got a new surprise guest who's going to be at our wedding. Not knowing that you guys know, but someone I'm so excited is coming who's going to be performing at our wedding. Yeah, we got Luke Bryant. No, I'm kidding. We don't. That's random. Victoria says no one was more surprised to be there than her. She goes, I'm 28. I've done it. Why should I be here? But I love that she says she's 28 as if that's old. And all of us in our 30s are like, God damn, to be 28. Take my soul. If Lorelei could steal my soul to be 28, I would. Pour some of that hot wax on my crow's feet. Oh, the crow's den hangout spot. It all comes back. It all comes back to me now, baby. Bachelor in Paradise trailer was whoa. I think we had Shanae crop dusting. I think Shanae farted on Logan's leg or something. Hey, you got to keep it warm at night. It gets chilly. Oh, Gabby and Rachel finally arrived. They say their experience was great, leaning on each other. Platitude. Gabby explains how it faded with her and her first impression rose winner Mario. Mario says he feels like Gabby did him wrong. Gabby says she felt like Mario was entertaining both sides until Gabby made the decision for him. Yikes. It was a little bit of a bitterness there. By the way, what is this diamond crocodile we've got? How did I not notice this last night? She's a gator. All right. Gator fight. Okay, gator boots. Rachel speaks about her first one-on-one date with Tyler. It was a perfect date until she sent him home before the musical guest. I said Tyler. Is that his name, Tyler? Was there 2 Tylers? This guy right here. Tyler, right? This is another Tyler. I might have the wrong name for the other guy. Are there 2 Tylers? Race car guy, drag race guy. So this was one of the photos that they didn't get to share with us. Clearly, a lot goes down on the hot seats that they don't share, but we didn't get to see this hot seat. Gabby asked Jacob what he wanted to address with her. Jacob says what he said was hurtful and he didn't have self-awareness. He cries and says he's sorry for his actions. Gabby says thanks and she appreciates it. As we know in the trailer, Gabby called it BS, but of course that didn't happen here, so we have no idea what, they obviously lied to us in the trailer. Liars! Liar, liar, pants on fire. Liar, liar, crocodile. Okay, Rachel talks to Logan. I'm trying, guys. I am just juking and jiving right now, trying to make this interesting. Rachel talks to Logan, says she wishes he were more honest. Logan says he was looking for the perfect time for a quiet convo because it didn't happen. Rachel comes off well here. She's very gracious to her men. Tino also comes off great, saying that Rachel's best attribute is wearing her heart on her sleeve. Tino? Was that Tino that said that? Or was that... I might have the names messed up. Who cares is the bigger question. Gabby says Nate is a leader. By the way, I hate recapping these shows because there's so much randomness. There's no through line. There's no story. Gabby says Nate is a leader amongst the men. They cut out the part where she addresses Nate Gate. So they cut it out. They cut out the part where Gabby sort of says she likes him no matter what. Maybe Gabby wanted it cut out. Who knows? Chances are the production cut it out because they want Nate to be the next Bachelor. Bloopers. Okay, you guys saw those. Jesse introduces Billy Eichner and Luke McFarlane, first gay rom-com ever made by a major studio. Meatball chant as he dumps gallons of tomato sauce on himself. So there it is, the meatball dumping gallons of tomato sauce, and of course Luke McFarlane's loving it. Ladies like, oh my gosh, this is the best thing ever, amazing. You know what I mean? They're like, I thought we were supposed to have SpaghettiOs for lunch. Then he tackles Billy Eichner in a tomato sauce love fest like no other. Of course, we know it's planned. Obviously, they wanted a viral moment so they could promote the movie, and good for them. If it takes Meatball dumping tomato sauce on him for the ratings to go up on the first gay rom-com by a studio, then I support that. Rachel says people may judge us for our emotions, and I'm like, well, folks are judging you way more than Gabby. Rachel's like, look, people might not think that Gabby and I handled it perfectly, and everyone's like, actually, it was more like you, Rachel. Jesse says the ending will be one of the craziest endings ever. Do we believe him? No, but will we watch? Yes, and that's the way the cookie crumbles, folks. All right, let me know what you guys think. We'll have more content coming your way all day long. I'm on Instagram at DNeals, patreon.com/Dave Neal if you want behind-the-scenes bonus content or want to donate to the channel. You can do so on this final end screen. And don't forget, thanks in advance for donating to our teacher of the day, Mrs. Bet. We'll see you guys soon. Bye, everybody.